Corrine Brown, quote, living large off charity money. That's what prosecutors are saying as testimony in her corruption trial continues for a second day.
But her defense says she was a victim who was duped by her chief of staff who ran her finances. Today in court, the jury heard from the FBI and a prominent political consultant. Channel 4's Jim Piggott joins us live downtown with what they said on the witness stand. Jim.
You know, Corrine Brown just left the courtroom today, so they're done for the day, and as she walked by, she actually blew me a kiss. She seems to be in good spirits, listening intently today to the testimony. But today, the testimony was from donors who actually came up, gave thousands of dollars to the One Door charity, and they said, at least that many of them, that they wouldn't have given had they known where that money was actually going. But also, Corrine Brown's attorney had a chance to talk as well, and saying there was never any promise, nothing was put in writing to exactly where that money was going.
Susie Wiles, a local political consultant who headed up President Trump's campaign, and Michael Ward, the head of CSX, both testified this afternoon about their involvement with donations to the One Door for Education charity. They wouldn't talk to us on camera, but in court, Wiles testified that she was asked by Brown in 2015 to help with fundraising for Brown's redistricting problems. In doing so, Wiles helped land some sizable contributions. Also, Ward told the court that had he known that the money was going directly to Brown's pocket, he wouldn't have donated. Prosecutors are laying out the money trail from the One Door Education Fund and what they see as lavish spending on parties, but no money for going for scholarships or education. $330,000 was spent on concerts, football games, golf events, and only $10,000 spent on education and charitable activities. Some of the events that prosecutors say One Door paid for are $89,000 for a bus trip of Corrine Brown supporters to the presidential inauguration in 2013, paid for by One Door. Prosecutors say no money was raised for education. $55,000 for a golf tournament at Sawgrass, which the Congresswoman told us back in April didn't raise any money.
And I hosted the outing.
So what were you told about the money being raised for
But are you familiar with Sawgrass?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you know it wasn't no money raised.
But I guess on the flyer it explained that it was.
Okay, but let's be clear.
Okay.
If you have an activity, and at the activity, you know, and I've had one golf tournament, at the end of the activity, if it don't raise no money, then you don't have any money for other things.
Prosecutors listed other events, $13,000 for a Beyonce concert, a hotel in Washington where they spent $51,000 for a reception for Brown, where a caterer charged One Door $750 for a birthday cake for Corrine Brown's daughter, Chantrell. Brown's attorney also asked if Brown or her chief of staff, Ronnie Simmons, used their own personal money to help pay for the events. The FBI agent couldn't answer that. She also was asked if Corrine Brown and Ronnie Simmons had any official role in the One Door charity. The answer was no. And while they wrapped up for today, we're going to hear from some other big donors tomorrow, like Steve Padgick and also Jack Hanania of the car dealerships here in Jacksonville. That is at least what is scheduled. They're resuming tomorrow at 9. We're live at the Federal Courthouse downtown. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Jim. Our coverage continues on news4jax.com. You'll find Jim's full story on today's testimony, plus a breakdown of how the money flowed into and from One Door. More legal commentary from local attorneys and sketches from inside the courtroom. Head to news4jax.com/trial. And coming up at 6 o'clock, local attorneys speak to the I-Team's Lindsay Gardner, what they're saying about today's testimony.